Hello everyone, it is Untitled, so welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. This is probably going to be one of my most exciting episodes ever on Pokemon Go, because what happened in this episode, obviously I don't need to beat around the bush. I got a Dragonite. I got a freaking Dragonite. Not only that, catching the Dragonite got me enough experience to go up to level 28 in Pokemon Go. And that's why I was able to record so much footage of me leading up to the Dragonite and such. So as you guys can see right now, catching up the pairs, I'm basically recording my progression if I'm getting close to leveling up. I want to document it for myself, so maybe I can compile a compilation, or maybe something's gonna be happening, which would be quite funny. But it so happens to be that I caught the Dragonite in this, but you know what? I actually missed an opportunity for another Dragonite. And that's what I want to talk about right now. So, in this day, which was yesterday, as I recorded this at just past midnight, 31 minutes past midnight, bunch of Clefairies at this spot, by the way, just to let you guys know. I'm actually catching a really cool one in a moment here. But, I was at the local museum, and I wanted to go home, and I was like, you know, I cannot make it, I just missed the bus. And then suddenly my WhatsApp groups, I'm in like 4 WhatsApp groups for Pokemon Go. We got like Team Mystic, we got Team of Our City, and so on and so forth. And suddenly everybody literally started screaming and shouting, "Oh my god, a Dragonite spawned there." And I was like, no, I just literally missed the bus. So I was hoping, right, that it was a tracker Dragonite. You basically got 2 Pokemon spawns. The first one is a random spawn that will spawn at your incense or your lures or whatever, or just spawn in the wild. And then you got the tracker Pokemon, which you can find at the right bottom corner on those little footsteps. Now I was hoping that it was a Dragonite of that, because that it would stay longer besides the random Dragonite that just spawned out of nowhere. But apparently it was a random one, and I didn't manage to get it. I was really salty. I arrived like half an hour later and everyone was like, I got a Dragonite, or I ran away. So that kind of sucked. So over here, by the way, I actually managed to catch a Clefairy that was 801, transforming this one into the 1643 Clefable, which is kind of good. It has Zen Headbutt, one of the better attacks from what I know, and Clefable is quite beefy as well. You definitely want to try to get one and put it in a gym. The reason why the footage is so still is because I was showing it around, you know, it's just being social and stuff, and talk about what I got. Usually what I do at this point, I'm currently level 28 in the game, or at 27 even. Clefairies for me, if they're not under 700, if they're under 700, I basically transfer them. So that way you guys know. But yeah, moving on here, the spot that I'm at right now in this particular point right now, where I caught the Dragonite or the Clefairy, actually has a really great bunch of Pokemon down there. And I honestly don't know, but we found Jinx there, Blastoise was there this afternoon, I wasn't there again. A bunch of Clefairies, as you guys can see, this is the 3rd Clefairy, this one also pretty high end. A whole bunch of Eevees at this spot. That's how I've been able to get 5 Vaporeons over 2,000. Whenever I find an Eevee, it is generally between 10 CP, and it can go up to, I think, late 700. Today I caught my first 801 Eevee, and I transformed that one, and it's not going to be on this clip, but I transformed that one into a 2061 Vaporeon, I think, and that was almost maxed out. So that's really crazy. I'm really getting to the point where all of my Pokemon are reaching 2000 CP as their potential. I have an Executor, which can go really far at the same time as well. I hatched the Snorlax again from an egg, and that Snorlax isn't really that great. I had a better one. If you get the Snorlax from a 10 kilometers egg, you definitely want to have it with Lick. Lick is such a fast attack, and it's really great. Same thing with Clefairy. If your Clefairy has Zen Headbutt, that pretty much is the best one. So it's really late night at this point. I've been playing the game almost the entire day, and I keep missing Pokeball after Pokeball over here. It's actually quite funny when I look at it right now. I'm missing so much, and I'm just taking my time here. You see me getting frustrated. My spinning on the curve isn't really fluent anymore. So, and over here it breaks free once again. At this point I was so frustrated. Little did I know that the Dragonite was about to pop. I took a break here, took a breather. I realized how it was like, and then Clefairy ran away. That just really sucks. So we got a shelter down there. I actually already evolved the Gloister when I think about it. By the way, tomorrow for sure you guys will be getting a recap episode of what I did last week up to today. So that should be pretty interesting. That is the first episode you guys will be coming to see on the channel for Pokemon Go. So I'm pretty sure that you guys are interested in that because I actually broke a couple of achievements. I have a bunch of golden achievements right now, and honestly it's really great for comparison. So quickly, I need about 1,000 more experience or something like that before I level up. So conveniently a 10 CP Magikarp pops in. That's really nice. I mean, if for instance like after level 20 I noticed it's really hard to catch common Pokemon. The regular Zubats are already pretty hard, but your Spearows, Rattatas and Pidgeys, because they usually turn up into higher CP, like let's say 250 CP. What happens? CP stands for combat power. I read some comments about that. CP is combat power. The higher is the CP, the better it is. But I usually see around 250 to 300 Pidgeys, Spearows, Rattatas. And the issue with that is that the green ring for catching actually turns into orange. So the higher your level is going to be, the harder it is going to be to fight, or to actually not fight, but actually catch those, you know, basic Pokemon, because, you know, it's really harder. It's much harder. You use way more Pokeballs than before. Often I think like, hey, it was so much more convenient back then when I was able to catch these Pokemon so easily. So yeah, there's pretty much that. So at this point we're getting close to the actual Dragonite spawn. This is actually a recording of about 12 minutes, so we're about the halfway point. And I think this is the point where people shouted Dragonite. I didn't believe it. Look at that. That thing is like as big as 3 Pokestops. Now, here's the thing. Look at this. This is 3 question marks of CP. That means that the Pokemon is significantly higher than your own Pokemon. I freaked out at this. I need to calm down here. I got only 17 Ultra Balls. I was looking at the ring. It is bright red. That means it's gonna be so hard to catch. Luckily for me, the hitbox is really huge in this one. Now this battle, my heart was racing. I had the adrenaline every single time whenever it popped out. I was thinking like, oh my god, this thing is gonna run. What am I gonna do? Out of frustration or out of scare or whatever. I just missed that second Ultra Ball there. Going on to the third Ultra Ball here. Let's see what's going to be happening. 1 shake, 2 shakes. I was really hoping, and then it once again breaks free. You guys got no idea how I don't know. Post in the comments if you had a similar experience with catching this really crazy Pokemon, and you keep trying and trying, and you're just so frustrated, and your heart's pounding out of your chest, and adrenaline is spilling all over the place. I want to hear your stories, and I want to know from you guys what Pokemon it was, what CP it was. I was so close with this one once again, but I didn't catch it. So I was just really like, my biggest concern here, and that's why I keep on missing, was just, is this thing gonna run away? And at this point I was just like, there were like 5 to 10 people around me, because we've never seen a Pokemon this high. 3 question marks, and there it is. We caught the Dragonite. I don't know, I lost count here. I think it was like 8 Great Balls or something like that. We got the new Pokemon Pokédex entry. I think that was 119 at this point. And look at this, 2,499 CP on this Dragonite, and I was just screaming. I was running around, I was screaming my lungs out, and that's one the Gyarados video I explained. My voice is gone because I just like literally everybody went crazy down there. Like honestly, people got Dragonites of 1,300, others got like 1,600, but I got like 2.4k. And look at the potential at the right top side. You see the little white orb. You can see that it can actually still be powered up. So I'm doing that at the exact moment. 48 additional. This is by far my best Pokemon right now. I mean, I have Vaporeons of 2,100, but this Dragonite has such crazy potential, and my Vaporeons already are maxed out in this game. And a solid 48. I was really quite hopeful I was going to be able to get this up to 2,000 to like 3,000 or something like that. Turns out that the actual potential is like 2,800-ish, like late 2,800. Right now I actually need to start up my app, but I'll show you guys a screenshot of where my current Dragonite is at. It's right now defending a gym, so it should be pretty solid. I won't be able to level it up, but as you guys can see, I actually ran out of Stardust to actually level this bad boy up. So at this point, look at this, I am actually level 28 at this point, and we actually made it. You need 300,000 experience more to actually make your way up to level 29, but first things first, let's go ahead and catch this Pidgey over here, so that way we actually get the level up animation. No idea why that is the case. Like, if you actually do level up, you need to do something that gets you experience to actually level up, and that's what we're doing with this Pidgey over here. So we're about to see what the rewards are going to be for level 28, and as you guys can see, here it is. There, the beautiful 28. So we actually caught the Dragonite on leveling up, and you know what the funny part, these screenshots, I actually missed the rewards, what we were getting for hitting level 28. But anyway, this is my Dragonite experience. First off, I missed the Dragonite because I wasn't there, and then I caught the highest Dragonite in my city. Now, fun fact for you guys, a really great friend of mine has 2 freaking Dragonites right now. One of them is 800 and the other one is like 1200, so he has ways to go. I mean, Dratini candy isn't easy to come by, but if you got a Dragonite, or if you got a Dratini in your house, you're in mad luck. Anyway, that's gonna be doing it for me for now. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow will be the weekly recap of Pokemon Go, in which, of course, you know, I'm so excited to bring you guys everything when it comes down to Pokemon Go. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Here are my Pokemons. This has been Reversal for Pokemon Go. You've been you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, make sure if you guys like this video to boom, give it a thumbs up. So yeah, outro completely messed up, but it's all good.